Hello guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you how to create heavy metal tones using Presonus AMPIRExt metal pack inside studioone version 4.5.1. That's the latest one available today. So the idea behind this is we're having a mix that has the DI, that this is the signal that's been recorded using the guitar, goes straight to the input of our interface, and it's coming to us for the next stage of a post-production, which is the mixing. So we're going to use some plugins to create some tones for our heavy guitars. So in this example, I'm going to use the own Presonus AMPIRExt and the extension of which is the metal pack. And for that purpose, I'm going to go straight in and use the Metal American for both the amp and the cabinets. So as you see here, I have the Metal American and the 4x12 American metal American cabinet. Let's see what we have as our source. So the song is this one. It's coming as this. So the first two guitars are heavy metal guitars DI. The next two are heavy guitars recorded from the amp, and then some other lead guitars over here also recorded through the amp. So I'm going to use these DI guitars. I'm going to use the AMPIRE on these DI guitars, blending all together in the mix. So let's see what the DI sounds like. I'm gonna remove all the post-processing I've done. So let's listen how the DI sounds like. Great, very good quality DI recording. And if I go back to my mixing console, enable the post-processing I've done, this is it. But let's listen to the song all together and how that sounds in the mix. Okay, some heavy stuff happening over here. So let's solo the guitars and jump straight into the process. So I'm gonna solo the first two DI tracks and gonna remove the processing, and let's okay, I have a loop over here. Let's create a loop. Okay, so I'm having some processing here. So I'm having the AMPIRE and some Pro EQ, as you can see over here. So let's see how, starting the AMPIRE for both the left and the right section. Okay, so I'm having slightly different settings. So for the left hand side, it's the left guitar and the right guitar. I have both on channel 2 and 4x12 with different with the default settings, as you can see here, as they've been created by Presonus. And I have here, let's use the first channel. Let's put it in the center. Okay, so let's hear how that sounds, because sometimes the AMPIRE, you have to drive. You have to play with the knobs, and it doesn't really represent the real settings of the amp, so you have to play with it. As you see here, I'll have the treble and the presence a bit to the extremes and the drive a bit to the extremes. So the settings are not similar to actually what happens in the real amp, so you have to play with it. So that's what I did. I just turned all over 100% treble, almost 100% the presence, and about 8 with the gain, and all the way up to the drive. So let's listen how that sounds. Also have no stomps, everything is disabled as you see here, nothing is happening, so that's why I have them hidden. If I play with the mids a bit, I think I'm quite happy because I have them here at 4, which I did something on the other amp, which I put it at 6. So it's quite interesting to have that kind of differentiation between the amps, so you can give some space. You will hear the difference. I'm putting it right back and solo these 2. So you really see what happens in the middle, in the mid sides here, in the mid frequencies. I have the left guitar on 4 and the right guitar at 6, so that gives more space in the mid frequencies. Let's see what happens if we play with it a bit. Yeah, I think number 6 on the right and number 4 on the left is quite good choice, I think. And I think that we need to do a bit of EQing, so that's why I have the Pro EQ over here. So before we go further, let's listen how that sounds like. That's quite good. So let's go with EQ, enable the EQ, go here. So you see that in the EQ section, what I've done is I did the low cut on both guitars, 75 Hertz. And what I've done over here is I was looking for, it was a kind of a frequency that really annoyed me. So I was looking for that frequency. What I've done was like pushing the mid frequencies. Let me solo again and put it in the middle. I will push the Q cycle. I would try to isolate that frequency as much as possible. So it's about 580. So it's somewhere around that area. I'll go with 580 as I was before, and I'll spread the Q to 2, and I'll go by -3. So that's a useful way to find your annoyed frequencies. You just push all the way up, and then you start looking for the frequency that you actually hate the most. Q. Absolutely, that 200, that 580, I think. And I think we have something. Yeah, so that's why we have the same EQ on both the guitars. And also, let me put it back on the left and right. So we're gonna, as I said, we have the second pair of guitars over here. So both of them, if we combine them, we'll have something like that. So we'll have the high presence and the mid frequencies of the one and a bit of this is more of the high frequency amp, more of like a sizzling sound, and combine it with a mid scooped that from the AMPIRE metal pack. So let's check the second pair of guitars over here. And the second, that's the AMPIRE, that's the amp, and if we combine these together, we have that. So that creates a bit of, so the combining the sizzling and the mid scoop, the scooped mid from the ampirext, as I said, we have that huge air, that huge sound that gives some space, and I think that sounds wonderful. Let's listen now how it sounds in the mix. Okay, so something else I would like to point out is that people are sometimes asking why this fader over here is clipping in the tracks. So just guys, to let you know that these tracks are having unlimited headroom. We're talking about millions of dBs. The only thing that we care about, I don't care if that guitar track is clipping or 1 or 2 dBs. I don't care about that. I only care if here the master bass is clipping, and that really is all that matters to me. I don't care if my guitar 1 or guitar 2 is clipping for a couple of dBs. Okay, we're talking about these modern DAWs, especially studioone, have millions of headroom, millions of dBs of headroom. So a couple of dBs really don't care. Okay, really doesn't matter at all. So that was it for me. I hope you liked the video. So ampirext is so this is another cool feature. So if you put your mouse on the logo over here, you get that devil's horns, heavy metal forever. Yeah, cool. And so that was for me, guys. I hope you liked the video, got something, got a few ideas on how to mix and create heavy metal guitar tones with simple tools and techniques. You get the ampirext metal pack from Presonus website eShop. Till next time, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and see you in the next video. Cheers.